from there.
I think we need to put it in proper context because it's a democracy. There's a system of government, there's structures in place, and so that system is the key focus. And the system has got to work. The president, he has got to play by the laws. Now, let's flip it back to what the National Assembly is trying to do. And this is where states, houses of assembly, we'll look into them now to see how they deliberate on what the National Assembly has agreed on in terms of getting granting autonomy to local governments, and then INEC conducting local government elections, and then that particular one of independent candidacy, that clause which a lot of people have views on. So then tell us, how important do you think that particular amendment will be to get the local government functioning such that the people can then see governance at that level?
Yeah, we've been talking about this local government autonomy. It is sine qua non. You cannot do without it. But there are very salient things, salient points you must put in place. One, all this big grammar. One, there will be monthly exposition of the statement of income and expenditure. If you don't do it, all these things, big grammar.
No, you mean
if the people,
you mean it's been in existence before?
Oh, sure. Before 1999, it was.
So there's
I have documents.
Then there's nothing new. It's just
so they shut it down. You cannot even access your local government chairman to say, how much did you earn? How much have you expended? On what project? If you don't do that, all this thing is just talk, mere talk. That's one. Now, you said something about...
Let's follow up on that. The councillors.
Yeah.
Because they function as a as National Assembly does, as state assemblies do, at the local government level.
Yes.
There are many who think they are non-existent.
Yeah.
Because they don't get to hear anything of them. Yes. They don't hear them hold anybody accountable.
Yes.
You were in that shoe. What happened?
The governor just shut us down. You don't do anything without clearance from the governor. We had a 33-month period from 1999 to 2002, thereabout. The first 33 months of freedom. But because there was this matter, Abia State versus the National Assembly, who is in charge of local governments. It was in the court, Supreme Court, for 33 months. In those 33 months, we achieved a lot because we didn't have any recourse to the governors. The chairman simply went to Abuja, took his check, and came back. And the councillors could now say, look, we will fire you the next day if you don't have projects in place. My local government today, they keep calling on us, come back and run or rerun. I won't stay at that level forever. But that was when we were even doing electricity. We were doing roads, surface dressing, as council, yes, as local governments.
Were they having sittings? Were you having
sittings? Sure. Everything was moving very well because the local big men were saying, hey, councillor, what are you doing? But now you can't say, councillor, what are you doing? Because the governor decides who stays there. It's not even a councillor that's there. It's an administrator, or what do they call this interim thing, which is unconstitutional. And the president is allowing it. That's why I say, you say constitution, law. All our laws should derive from the constitution. And the president swore to defend the constitution. And if he says, I am not giving you money because you are running an interim government and not a local government system, nobody will fault him on that.
We need to put this, again, it may be misleading if you say, if you insinuate that the president is in charge of running the local government or local councils. No.
He's in charge of running Nigeria.
No, yeah, we know that. But
look, you have a first son who's...
We get your points.
Who's 20 years old, maybe in the university.
You
have a 3-year-old who runs around. You look at this, look at that, and you make sure that things work very well. If you can't do that, if you don't have the energy to do that, you get out from that place.
Well, the states are in charge.
What about the structure then? Are you discountenancing the structure of government?
What are you talking about? The structure? The structures are there. These structures don't fall from heaven. Human beings run these structures.
Is the president obligated to work within these structures?
Oh, sure.
Then why would you say that he will be overseeing things at local?
Because the
government areas when you've got
constitution,
the
people
local
are
government
flouting the
chairman?
constitution. You've not gotten me. People are flouting this constitution. Chairmen flout the constitution. You swore to defend the constitution. You are the president. Final. And you stop them from doing that because you swore to defend that constitution. It's a very fundamental thing.
So what does the state
when you
governor
get
do?
this, sorry?
What does the state governor do?
The state governor, as it relates to local government,
Yes.
what they do, the local government is their cash cow. That's why they shut it down. You don't have councillors. They now get the money. They put a 3-man committee, upper limit 5-man committee. For example, in my local government where we should be like 14 plus 5, 19. They put a 3-man committee, give them salaries for workers when they would. They give them salaries. Maybe give them 300,000 naira. In a local government that should be receiving like 40 million, 50 million, they'll give them 3 million. The rest, they hold back. I'd like you to do an incisive work.
You have proof to what you're saying.
Oh, sure. I wrote a book. It's open. Abuse of Nigeria's local governments, an insider's account. It's open. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. Let them, the governors have seen it.
Is it for all the governors or just your state?
My state is a microcosm. When we go on seminars, you see people from the north, it's the same thing. The same thing, one hue or the other one.
So,
and these governors, when they do that, you don't see, for example, if you send in